The National High Court has sentenced Luis Rubiales to pay a fine of €10,800 at the moment, pointing him to that championship title. Judge José Manuel Clemente thus confirms that the kiss to Jennifer Hermoso was not consensual, although the former president of the Spanish Football Federation stated otherwise during the trial.
When I fell, I asked him if I could give you a kiss, and he said okay.
Are you sure he gave his approval, his consent?
Totally safe.
Of course. The judge has acquitted Rubiales of the second crime of which he was accused, the alleged coercion that the player received after the celebration of the World Cup. I meet with Luis Rubiales, and at that moment he tells me that, please help him, make a video with him. He asked me to please do it, and he asked me to please for his two gigas, who were in the back on the plane crying. I tell him I'm not going to do it. He already the next thing, that is what he tells me, well, okay. Well, I'm going to talk to your family. A version that his teammates also supported.
I do remember already when we were on the plane that she was already very overwhelmed. And she was already telling us that they weren't leaving her, that they weren't stopping, and she looked very overwhelmed already.
And that it collided directly with the one of Rubiales. Did he ask Mr. Rivera directly, through third parties, to talk to Jennifer, so that Jennifer could talk about the issue that he had already told them, repeatedly, that he did not want to talk about?
Not through the third party, or ever directly.
And with that of the other three accused for this crime, Albert Luke, Jorge Vilda, and Rub and Rivera, did Luis Rubiales send or ask him to come and talk, given the little success he had had with Mrs. Hermoso?
No, not at all.
The ruling also prohibits the former president of the federation from approaching Hermoso within a radius of 200 meters and communicating with her for a year. It also obliges him, for the moral damages caused, to pay compensation of €3,000 to the victim and half of the costs of the process.